What is going on, everybody? My name is Eric Jellyberry at Cyber Solutions. We've come up with this new format or this little brief series that we're going to call Cyber Spotlight. A little bit will be, from time to time, the quote unquote naming and shaming of vendors that really should be named and shamed. Some of it or most of it will be, how to um, do your own EDR detections, things of that nature. But the overall goal of this thing will be make sure you are aware of the things that we are seeing out here in the landscape so that way you can better protect your network and be able to early detect things. And today we will be starting, unfortunately, with a name and shame, but this is definitely something that I believe needs to be brought forward to everybody's attention that you do know about if you're not in our space. A lot of folks do know about this company. If you're an MSP, managed service provider, or you're in the IT space, everybody pretty much knows about a company called Syncro. Um, it's a company that allows you for very, very cheap um, talk. Do a remote management platform. Their website, and I'll bring it up here. It's very nice. The integrated business platform and running an MSP. Okay, that's all good and dandy, right? But during a case that we've had, well, let me take a step back. A lot of threat actors will leverage tools like Syncro. Other ones have been known for like AnyDesk and TeamViewer, the things of that nature that allow a free trial to be implemented so that way it could be used as legitimate software when you're doing your data exfiltration and your ransomware deployments. And Syncro has been on the radar for a while, but as of a couple weeks ago, they are very, very actively using Syncro's free trial or a paid edition because we'll talk about in a minute, but Syncro is a pretty cheap option for a lot of MSPs and IT vendors. So when working this case, we were going through, and this is just if I may need to blow this thing up a little bit for everybody to see here. But connections made from your workstation to a specific known threat actor that's living on Syncro right now, which is ssvc.syncroapi.com. The IP address of 104.26.15.34. The particular case that I'm working on right now, that of course, attorney-client privilege, I can't speak about too much, but they were at least lucky enough not to get ransomware, but definitely data exfiltrated. Um, what we have definitely found in this particular situation is when Syncro it gets installed, it's actually time stomping. And let me actually bring this up here. They're actually time stomping a folder inside of program data called SSH, right? So I'm pretty sure I can bring this up in incognito window. I can. Very, very cool. So I posted this out on my LinkedIn a little bit earlier. Hopefully, let me try zooming that in so everybody can see it. So again, like I said, working as DFIRK, spun up a fresh VM, and Splashtop was literally installed. And then every time or not Splashtop, but Syncro is installed, it does install Splashtop and it does install SSH. And SSH is being backstop or what's called time stomping in the industry. So the date modified date is not the true date that it was done. This VM was literally stood up today, and SSH is on there. Through our forensics, what we're finding is anytime someone wants to pull data off of a affected workstation, it copies things over to SSH, compresses it, and sends it off through the SSH protocol through to the Syncro that a user can then download. So it's very, very nasty stuff. It's kind of clever from a technology standpoint, if you will. They are definitely, doing their best to minimize bandwidth, things of that nature. But it's this is a very bad program, and it's very, very hard to keep the active logs on this thing, right? So, if you seeing rogue Splashtop instances in your environment, definitely monitor that SSH folder. Um, if you're not monitoring Syncro, if you don't have the IOCs put together, because I'm sure that they are constantly updating their installer. But definitely knowing those two particular folders will definitely help you know about some rogue crap going on in your network, right? Um, so the one thing that really draws these folks is really the price point to this thing. I do believe Syncro does give a 15-day trial. And then you can tip it once you have a conversation with them, they'll extend it to 30 days. I've heard lots of that. But you can see right here, starting November 29th, our monthly price will include it will increase from $129 per user per technician to $139. So you can run a complete threat actor program for $139 a month using a trusted application. So this is definitely something I want to bring everybody's attention to. We have some more things that we're going to be looking at for you to help test your EDR. How we do LSAS, our threat actors will do LSAS dumps is my next one that I'll be doing, and how you can be able to track and see, test your own EDR solution or MTR or whatever solution that you have is your system detecting that. So definitely subscribe if you haven't already. Be on the look for Syncro. It's really a really nasty program from my personal opinion. I know a lot of people use it as a cheap solution, be able to do what they want to do, but anywhere a threat actor may live, just can't trust it. Take care, everybody. Hope that's helpful.
There once was a kid whose passwords laid across all sites, they were the same. A criminal then found their fame by taking that data to go.
Soon may a criminal come to steal your pictures and data and run. One day when the crime is done, they'll steal your account and go.